Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new episode of What's That Doing on My Shelf? Episode 3. Happy Saturday, happy weekend to everybody. My weekends are actually Mondays and Tuesdays, so I actually have to work today and tomorrow, but I've been kind of getting into this like Saturday short video and people seem to like it. I'm getting some good views on it, so I guess you guys like shorter content. I don't know. But anyway, if you're brand new to this series, we're only 3 episodes in, so you're catching it early. It's what's that movie doing on my shelf? And basically what I do is I close my eyes, grab a movie off my shelf, and I talk about it in a very casual, conversational, short way. So far we had a couple of good ones, Rear Window, and another one I can't remember now. But so I'm going to be grabbing a movie here momentarily, and I'm going to talk about it. And so, like, some of the complaints are like, "Oh, well, you don't know anything about the movie, or you're not talking enough about it." It's like, it's not the purpose of this series. The purpose is just to grab a movie. If it's a movie I grab off the shelf that I've never watched, I've made a promise to you as a viewer that I will then watch said movie and maybe do like a review of it or something like that. And it's also a bit of a challenge to myself because there are, believe it or not, some DVDs and VHS tapes that I have bought and not watched yet. Yes, I know, hard to believe, but this morning my soundtrack was Sleep. This is Holy Mountain. The disc is still in the player, but this was my wake up morning music. Of course, we all said goodbye to Black Sabbath last weekend, and that's still kind of weighing on me a little bit, being a pretty big 70s Sabbath fan. But this was on the top of a stack of CDs, and I was like, oh, this would be great. So feeling invigorated, ready to rock. So let's close our eyes. Let's close our eyes, grab a movie, and then I'm going to talk about it. And I'm very achy today. As some of you know, I take care of my niece during the week, and who lives and thrives with Down syndrome, and I take her out for a lot of physical activities. I'm not looking. And this is a weird feeling one. Oh, I may be holding this upside down. I don't know. I know what this is. But anyway, I take her out for a lot of rides in her wagon, and recently with the town where I live, they have like an electric or a power assist electric, like, rickshaw kind of vehicle that I can take her in. So needless to say, I've been doing a lot of physical activities this week, so my joints are all aching. Kids, it's not fun getting old. But anyway, the movie I picked off my shelf today is none other than Taxi Driver, starring Robert De Niro, directed by Martin Scorsese. This is, you guys are probably getting sick of me saying this is one of my all-time favorite movies, but in this case, it actually is it has been one of my all-time favorites. This is a very well-known movie, an early movie in Martin Scorsese's catalog of films. I forget what year this was, 76 maybe? 70, I think it's 76. This film co-stars Jodie Foster and Albert Brooks, as well as Harvey Keitel and Sybil Shepherd. This is a nice addition. I actually bought this at a gas station, believe it or not, in the year 2010 or 2011. It could have been 2011. But no, it was probably 2010. Somewhere in around there. I bought it at I guess it was like a gas station / corner store, and they had a rack of DVDs, and I found this bad boy, and I grabbed it, of course, because who wouldn't? I think it was like $4.99 or something. It has this weird plastic outer sleeve thingy. I guess we could talk a bit about the actual discs as well. On the back, you've got, of course, Travis Bickle with his mohawk. You've got Travis Bickle with his "Are You Talking to Me?" For kids out there who have never seen this movie, if you've heard somebody say, "You talking to me?" Well, I don't see anybody else standing here. You must be talking to me. It's from this movie. Yeah. So this is a really nice addition. This has, there's Jodie Foster, a very young Jodie Foster. And, oh yeah, and here's the J. And it's a 2-disc set. I gotta be honest, I think I've had this for like 15 or 16 years, and I don't think I've ever watched any of the special features. I've watched the movie many times. I've had this movie in multiple formats, multiple VHS formats. I don't think I have the VHS anymore. I got rid of it. There was one that was real nice, like a black and yellow, like taxi cab kind of looking packaging on it. But yeah, this is a classic. If you love 70s cinema, if you love 70s drama, action films, Robert De Niro, so good in this. Everybody's actually really good in this. Jodie Foster's excellent in it as well. This, if you've never seen it, is the story of Travis Bickle, who is a taxi driver. He drives a taxi, I think mostly overnight, but maybe some during the day. And he becomes sort of obsessed with this Sybil Shepherd, who works at this politician's office. And Travis Bickle starts to lose his mind a little bit, and he starts to do some funky things in his apartment. And it's sort of this story of his character kind of devolving into this like what's wrong with society, and I'm gonna get back at these, at the scum and the pimps and the hookers and all the bad people. And he goes out and gets himself some guns, and I won't spoil the ending, but the ending is very intense if you remember the end. It's very intense, but yeah, if you've never seen Taxi Driver, what are you even doing with your life? This is the little J card that came on the back. I did keep it on the inside. The special features include commentary with writer Paul Schrader, commentary with Professor Robert Kolker, Martin Scorsese on Taxi Driver, producing Taxi Driver, God's Lonely Man. Writer Paul Schrader and Professor Robert Kohler discuss the loneliness themes in the film. Influence and appreciation with Robert De Niro, Oliver Stone, Roger Corman. They all pay tribute to Martin Scorsese's film. Taxi Driver Stories, a making-of documentary. Travis's New York, the changes of New York from 1975 to present day. Travis's New York locations. They visit all locations in the year 2006. Storyboard to film comparisons, animated photo galleries, original screenplay, and much more. This edition is from Sony from the year 2007. 2-disc set. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this movie, guys. This is like one of the best movies ever made, one of the best drama slash thriller slash character study. Like, it's got everything going on in it. It's the dynamics between Travis Bickle and Jodie Foster's character. It's the dynamic between Travis Bickle and Sybil Shepherd, and the politics of the day and the phoniness of it, and going to the political rallies dressed in his green coat and looking very intense. In that scene there, the way even just like Robert De Niro claps his hands and stuff, it's just, if you're really into like character studies and you really want to like see basically a perfect example of a character study and a de-evolution of a character's psyche, then this is your movie. If you love 70s cinema, this is the gritty 70s cinema. I love New York in the 70s. I know it wasn't a very pretty place at the time, or probably a very nice place to live for people, but I love seeing the street shots of the 70s New York, the grittiness. Kind of like when I was talking about the movie Maxine and how it shows LA in the 80s, and it doesn't gloss it over. This is the real deal, guys. There's no phoniness here. Martin Scorsese, to me, at his prime, of course, he did lots of other great movies, but to me, this is probably my favorite Scorsese movie. Yeah, just incredible. So if you've never seen Taxi Driver, I highly recommend it. I'm not sure if it's on streaming, but I do see the DVD out once in a while when I'm thrifting. So if you want to go and search out a copy of it, actually, if I take out the discs, I can show you a little bit of the street scene there. So it gives you kind of an idea of New York in the 70s before it was all cleaned up and gentrified. This is the shit, if the kids say that. Still, I don't know. But yeah, this is like 76, so this is just after Jaws came out. But this is like, in the 70s, I think all these maverick filmmakers, and I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing this, but like all these maverick filmmakers were coming out. Spielberg, George Lucas, Martin Scorsese, they were all starting their careers. And I was just trying to think of the other guy. Anyway, just a lot of upstarts, a lot of young directors coming into Hollywood at this time. And so they weren't afraid to like try things, experiment, really expose things for what they were. And of course, Scorsese did that in magnificent style. This is Taxi Driver, the 2007 collector's edition. So guys, go check it out. Let me know your thoughts on Taxi Driver. I could probably talk for an hour about Taxi Driver, all the little intricacies, but this is what's this doing on my shelf. This is definitely belongs on any movie lover's film shelf, and it's been on my film shelf since probably mid 90s. No, actually late 90s, maybe late 80s, early 90s, because I do remember, I think it was 1995 when I got that black and yellow checkered VHS tape, and I got it from Sam the Record Man here in Canada. I don't know why I have memories of things like that are so detailed, but yeah, this has been probably a yearly rewatch for me since the mid 90s, and yeah, can't say enough. Guys, thank you so much for watching. This ran a little longer than I was hoping, but thank you so much for watching. I'll be back next weekend. Actually, I don't know if I'll be back next weekend with one. I do have my son and his family are coming to visit me for the first time in a couple of years, so I'm probably going to be really busy spending as much time with them as I can. So I'll try to squeeze in a couple more videos, but if not, you'll know why. That's it for today, guys. Until next time, you know the drill. I'll see you at the video store or at the thrift store or just out and about somewhere. Hopefully I won't see you on the harsh, brutal, violent streets of mid-70s New York. But until next time, take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.